Hello, and welcome. In this video, we will explain how to use the first of the 3 available ways to play a chess game with visual chess. This first option is called Play Test Game. It is a practice game designed to help you become familiar with the main features of the software. In other words, it simulates the experience of playing a real game. It is called a test game because that is precisely its purpose. It allows you to verify how visual chess operates on your computer using the initial configuration you have completed. In addition, you will experience the sensation of transforming your traditional chessboard into an electronic chessboard, whose moves are detected and transmitted to your computer. We are confident that you will find this experience both interesting and enjoyable. If this is your first time using visual chess, we strongly recommend starting with this option. It will allow you to adjust settings and understand how the different components work together during a game. The goal is to ensure that your real games, whether against another person or against a computer, are as enjoyable and exciting as possible. It is also important to note that this feature is available in both versions of our software. That is, both in the free version, known as the free version, and in the commercial version. You may use it as many times as you wish in either version. Now let's begin. First, we will review the most important aspects of this feature in detail, and then we will demonstrate its operation in a real example. To start a test game, go to the main menu of the software and select the option labeled Play Test Game. When you do so, Visual Chess will display a window containing 12 different opening variations to choose from. You may select whichever opening you prefer, or allow the software to choose one at random. The purpose is to let you explore different openings and become familiar with each of them if you wish. Next, the software will display a screen showing the detected chessboard and its 64 squares, asking whether you would like to proceed directly to the game. You should choose this option if you are certain that all settings have been configured correctly, or if you are starting a new game after previously using the software. If you select this option, it will no longer be necessary to choose the piece color or perform the initial position detection again, since the system will assume that the entire configuration has already been validated. As a result, you will proceed directly to making the first move on the board. This option is particularly useful when you have already completed the setup process and would like to save time. For the purposes of this video, we will perform the complete configuration process, assuming that this is your first time using this feature, or that you simply wish to verify each step once again. For this reason, we will answer no to the initial question, and the software will display the main screen of this mode. Let us now review each element that makes up the main Play Test Game screen. First, on the left side of the screen, you will find the board viewer, where you can observe the moves performed on your physical chessboard. There is no need to interact with this component, as its sole purpose is to display the moves you make. Next, we find the notation panel, where moves are recorded using standard chess notation. Once the game is completed, the 5 moves corresponding to each color will be displayed. In the center section, you will find options that allow you to disable the software's sound alerts if desired, as well as the alert panel, which continuously displays the current status of the game. In the lower left corner of the window, you will see the name of the opening you selected, or the one that Visual Chess selected randomly for you. This is the opening you will be required to complete during the first 5 moves. Next, we find the controls that allow you to configure and start the game. From here, you can select the color of the pieces you wish to use, validate the filter settings, and verify that the board has been detected correctly. Once everything is ready, you should begin by pressing the Detect Initial Position button. We now move to a very important section, the FPS, or frames per second, provided by your camera at the configured resolution. When the initial position is detected, the software will display the resolution currently being used by your webcam. During the game, it will also display the actual FPS value measured in real time. An important clarification should be made here. Configuring a specific FPS value does not necessarily mean that your camera can maintain that value consistently. For this reason, we recommend initially using the software's default settings based on the selected resolution, aiming for a frame rate between 10 and 20 FPS. A value that is too high may make detection overly sensitive, while a value that is too low may make detection slower. Once the FPS concept is understood, we move to one of the most important aspects of playing correctly with visual chess. This is the move detection time for actions performed on the physical chessboard. The software is designed to detect the period during which a person places a hand on the board, picks up a piece, and completes a move. If this value is too high, detection will take longer to complete. If it is too low, false detections may occur. Values between 0.3 and 1.5 seconds are recommended. This parameter can be adjusted dynamically at any time during the game. We now move to the lower right section where the alert panel is located. This panel allows you to monitor the status of the game at all times. At the beginning, it will indicate that the initial position must be detected, and during gameplay, it will display which player is expected to make the next move. The sequence of moves that must be performed after the initial position has been detected correctly will be displayed. You will need to perform these moves one by one, following the specified order, and you will be able to observe how they are detected and transferred to the computer in real time. Having explained all of the above, let us now review a real example demonstrating how a test game is played using visual chess. We open the option, and in this example, we will use the first 5 moves of the Sicilian defense. Once selected, the main screen will be displayed. There you will see the chessboard in its initial position according to the piece color you selected. Before beginning, remember to indicate which color of pieces you will be using. If desired, you may also validate the status of the board and the filters to ensure that everything has been configured correctly. We recommend performing this validation before every game. Remember that from this point forward, neither the chessboard nor the webcam should be moved. If either one changes position, the references required for accurate piece detection will be lost. The first step is to detect the initial position by clicking the corresponding button. Once the position has been detected correctly, the window will display the sequence of moves associated with the selected opening. You will notice that the software emits a confirmation sound both when a position is detected with errors and when a position is detected successfully. The software will also display the detected resolution, allowing you to understand the operating range of your webcam. If desired, this sound alert can be disabled by unchecking the option labeled Sound. In this example, White's first move is e4. This is followed by Black's move, c5. Click the Play Test Game button to begin. Notice that an indicator appears in the lower right corner showing whose turn it is to move. If desired, this indicator can also be disabled by unchecking the option labeled Alert. The detected FPS values are also displayed. In this example, as we will see later, they remain close to 10 FPS. We now perform the move e4. The software detects the move, validates it, and displays it on the reference board. It is also highlighted in green, indicating that it is correct and matches the selected opening. Let us pause for a moment and reflect on what has just happened. You have moved a piece on a traditional chessboard. Using only a webcam in your computer, Visual Chess has detected and validated that move. You do not need a specialized graphics card or any additional hardware. Only your computer and a webcam. That is the magic of visual chess. Let us continue. The indicator now shows that it is Black's turn to move. We know that the correct move is c5. However, if c6 were played by mistake, the software would immediately detect it. The move would be highlighted in red, indicating that it is incorrect. In that case, we simply undo the move and perform the correct one. Once the correct move has been made, it will be highlighted in green. The game then continues normally. As explained in the introductory video, when a player moves a piece, the software detects the change once the hand is removed from the board. At that moment, it analyzes whether the move is valid. For this reason, a green status bar appears, indicating that the validation process is in progress. If a move is not detected correctly at any point, simply move your hand gently over the board. This will cause the software to analyze the position again and recognize the move. This behavior is completely normal and may occasionally occur. The game continues in this manner until all moves specified by the selected opening have been completed. Each valid move is recorded by the software. Once 5 moves have been completed for each color, the test game comes to an end. If you have reached this point successfully, it means 2 things. First, you now know how to use visual chess. Second, your camera settings, resolution, filters, and board position are properly configured for gameplay. That is the magic of visual chess, transforming a traditional chessboard into an electronic chessboard using nothing more than a webcam and your computer. Now imagine applying this same technology to a real game between 2 players, automatically capturing every move, saving the entire notation in a PGN file for later review and analysis, or even playing online against an opponent on your favorite chess platform. Visual chess has made it a reality for you. We invite you to continue exploring our instructional videos. In them, you will learn how to play games between 2 people while capturing every move, or even how to compete against an opponent located on the other side of the world through an online chess platform. This concludes our instructional video on playtest game. Thank you very much for your attention. We hope you enjoy using our visual chess software.